Wands, okay. now I can't get it out of my head that I'm doing this and the plumber's in the house and he's just scratching his head like, what is going on? Okay, Four of Pentacles. I think I got a glimpse of the Fool. I don't know. The Magician reversed, so we've got Gemini there, and then we have the Ten of Wands reversed. Nope, we've got the Ten of Coins reversed, but I did say Ten of Wands, so something that your person has going at the moment, work, family, routine, is very burdensome, and objectively, from the outside, it might look like a Ten of Pentacles situation, but your person saying, what it really feels like is a Ten of Wands situation to me, behind closed doors, even if I'm not going around and, you know, openly telling people this. Okay, Ace of Wands, we know this is passion, we know this is a fresh start, so whether you're in no communication or you're in communication, this is someone who's saying, I'd love to have a new beginning with you. Four of Pentacles, but they're not sharing this with you, they're not actually telling you. And we have this pre-existing situation tagged on the end here, so I do suspect it's because they're saying, well, to have a fresh start with you, I need to get myself away from this Ten of Pentacles. Magician in reverse, it's like they kind of understand there is a way for them to do this, but they haven't yet hit upon the solution here. Let's keep going. Okay, Nine of Wands reversed. Wow, so the Ace and the Nine is obviously 10 of Wands. Okay, we have the Hierophant, Taurus. We have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, more Taurus energy there. Yep, Nine of Cups reversed. So they're feeling a little stuck today. And you know, energy is fluid. We're just doing sort of almost like a weekly check-in here. But right now they seem to be feeling a bit stuck in this situation that is not bringing them any personal joy. So that tells me they could be staying here or doing whatever they're doing for other people, for the benefit of their colleagues, employers, employees, team, children, parents, whatever it is here. But for them personally, there's no joy at all. They just feel completely stagnant. They feel like there's no room for growth or expansion in this situation, and it hasn't grown or expanded for some time. Nine of Wands reversed. So they do feel that things have been a journey for both of you here, that it's been difficult at times. They've had to fight, maybe you've had to fight to get this moving or to keep it going. It hasn't been easy. And with the Nine of Wands reversed, it almost feels like right now your person's saying, what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling is that I'm not putting in enough effort, I'm not fighting for this new chance with you enough. Let's see what's going on there. Seven of Swords reversed. Okay. Oh, look, Knight of Swords. Wow. Okay, Page of Swords. So a very clear message here that what they want to do, well, actually, let me rephrase that. What they think they need to do is come toward you and offer up some kind of very honest communication. Bring you in from being out, you know, from being in the dark. Seven of Swords reverse, clearing things up for you. What they're currently doing is watching you, keeping an eye on you in one way or another, but not taking that step to actually put themselves forward, bring themselves into your awareness in a 3D sense and communicate and speak. Even if they are speaking, I think it's small, it's about little bits here and there. It's not actually what they feel they want and need to say. Maybe that's the thing, that's the reason they're holding back here and not pushing forward. Let's see, how does this person feel about the idea of coming forward and speaking so plainly, boldly, openly? We've got this Knight of Cups, Two of Wands reversed. So they think this would be how to start this new beginning with you, how to have this Ace of Wands with you. We've got the Moon on the back, Pisces, but yeah, they need to clear some things up, probably about their feelings here. What else? How does this person feel? Yes, Seven of Cups reversed and the Hermit, Virgo. Yeah, so they feel it's necessary. They feel they need to clear stuff up. They need to bring you in from being in a place of confusion. They've got a lot of wisdom that they have obtained through lots of introspection that they want to share with you. They clearly feel that you're the one. The Hermit's got the lantern. In the lantern is a light in the shape of a star. Makes me think of the North Star, or the star that the Chariot is following. You know, we know the Chariot's a card of determination. I'm going to get there no matter what. So that's how this person feels about you. And really, they need to let you know that. That's what they're saying. And I don't see resistance here. Obviously, potentially some nerves, but I still don't feel I understand why with the Nine of Wands they're not. I mean, I get that there's this going on, whatever this is. Let's have more of a look over here. Oh, the Tower, are you kidding? Wow, Scorpio energy, we've got the King of Wands, Five of Pentacles reversed. Oh my goodness, this is why. Is this person bringing in their own Tower moment? And that's when they're coming forward, Five of Coins reversed, to reconnect with you, to clear up this confusion. Wow, let's have a look at the Tower here. Because when that came out, I was thinking, oh, they're waiting for a Tower, they're waiting for something outside of themselves to move them forward. But then the King of Wands doesn't wait. So I'm wondering, is the King of Wands bringing in the Tower? We've got the Page of Cups. Judgment reversed. Seven of Wands reversed. Okay, wow, Ace of Cups. I think the Tower is going to be that they are going to reach out to you. Again, it feels kind of scary for them, but I think they're going to do it. I wonder if the Nine of Wands was the past energy, that they didn't fight enough for this, invested too much in this other Ten of Pentacles situation, and now they're like, oh, that was wrong, not happy. Okay, so yeah, maybe that's why I'm not feeling resistance, even though I'm seeing it, because the resistance was in the past. It looks to me that this person is going to create their own Tower by reaching out to you, and it feels like a good Tower. It feels scary but exciting, you know, it's because it's something they've wanted to do, and they're doing it. And when I was clarifying why is the Nine of Wands reversed, I kept getting all these good cards, you know, coming forward in a romantic way, having a new start, clearing up confusion. So I would actually expect this person to take some action. Okay, let's get some messages here, and then we will look at the action they're going to take. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Okay, so perhaps they're overcoming, you know, negative thinking, imagining worst case scenarios, definitely getting ready and hoping for this new opportunity with you. Okay, balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Okay. Well, that to me seems very healthy. We've got the yin and the yang here, so definitely feeling like you fit very, very well together. Some of you could feel that you are divine counterparts here. I do wonder if in the past there's been some kind of fallout or argument, and this person, one of the things with the Hermit that they've realised is that doesn't mean that this isn't a good connection or relationship. It probably means actually it's healthy that you can both speak honestly with each other, or at least maybe you have in the past, and now they are going to as well. Okay, ooh, manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So there we are. Some of you might feel like this person taking any action would be a miracle, and they're saying, well, expect it, you know? And yes, look, they are expecting the best now. They're not expecting the worst. It's almost like them saying to themselves, well, I know I'm going to do this anyway, so I may as well anticipate, hope for, envision the best instead of the worst. Okay, so let's have a look at action. Action, please, Spirit, that my viewer's person is going to take towards my viewer at this time. We have the Queen of Wands reversed, so now we've got the King and we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, I'm not surprised. We have the Nine of Wands, and you know, we know, as I just said, the Nine of Wands is, you know, I've been going at this, I'm feeling kind of tired, kind of exhausted, but I'm going to keep going. This Nine of Wands doesn't really give me any indication of that, because look, he's sort of looking through this telescope, he's spying here. It makes me almost think of like the Page of Swords or something. So they are watching you, they intend to keep watching you. He's holding this wand that's lit on fire, so, you know, he's got thoughts, this guy here, of moving forward to this new beginning. They could be looking for an in, they could be looking for the best time to come forward, the best way to open up conversation with you. I get the message for some of you that this person wants to go out and have a meal with you somewhere that, you know, you'll think is nice. We have the Knight of Cups. See how already we have overlapping cards from their thoughts and feelings. I do feel this is someone who is ready to act on what they're thinking and feeling. I honestly, though, I don't know what's going on with this other situation. If it's they have a job and they're miserable and they've been giving too much time, I suppose that doesn't affect you too much if you're not connected to their work, you know, so that's not relevant. But let's say it's like they're married or in a relationship. I think they will come forward and speak with you before something happens there, as in they're going to have to leave that if they want to have a full, well-rounded future with you. But I don't know, I honestly, I feel like that's not their concern right now. It's reconnecting with you. So I guess, you know, you might need to have a conversation at some point about this other situation if it does concern and impact your connection. We have the King of Cups reversed. Page of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, while this person has, you know, up until the point where they do reconnect with you, and I think for some time actually, they've really been keeping an eye on you. I would be surprised if they've missed anything that you've been doing. You know, unless you've been keeping it, deliberately hidden. If it's out there, I think they know about it. Four of Swords. And I'm noticing this sound timer here, so this person is very aware of time here. They don't want to take too much time, and we've got this, it's either a crow or a raven, I'm not sure, outside the window, which I do feel is, you know, spirit nudging this person and saying, come on, you know, you've been laying here for a long time, do it now, get a move on. And then we have the Two of Wands. Okay. So a mixed bag. We've got coming forward, we've got messages, but then we've got holding back and spying, watching. Let's see, let's clarify here. Page of Cups, please. King of Swords reversed. Okay, Knight of Cups, Four of Swords. The Magician reversed. Oh, okay. King of Cups reversed, Two of Wands. We have Eight of Swords, Six of Swords reversed. Okay. This is interesting. So I feel this person's still coming forward and speaking with you, but there is an energy of holding back. There is an energy here of being, I don't want to say deceptive, because that just obviously sounds incredibly negative, but the Magician reversed, we've got the Eight of Swords with the Six of Swords reversed. Six of Swords reversed means coming back in. But the Eight of Swords is having a lot of thoughts, being very much in their head, but they're not sharing all of those with you. So there is something they're holding back here. King of Swords reversed as well. But I don't think they're deliberately being mean, nasty, lying. I think they're coming in to test the water. Small message, Page of Cups. And what they're holding back is, you know, the depth, that King of Cups energy, the depth of their feelings. Okay, let's see, what else, please? We have the Three of Cups, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Cups. Yes, and there is also the fact that there is for many of you some kind of a third party. At the very least, I think on their side, possibly on both sides. So it's almost like I'm here as a King of Pentacles, I have these responsibilities, but also when I'm engaging with you, speaking with you, I feel this Nine of Cups that I don't feel ordinarily in life. We have that card in reverse, but now it's upright. So they've got to sort of balance being responsible, being a decent person, taking care of these responsibilities they no longer want a part of, but have probably created for themselves, you know, weighing that up against trying to be happy in their life and move forward with you, and potentially creating a third party situation. So it feels a bit complicated, I will say that. And they're coming forward, yes, knowing you need truth, knowing they need to clear things up, but not quite actually doing that. Coming forward, yes, but not completely clearing things up is what I'm seeing. Really overthinking with the Eight of Swords. Okay. Anything else? Is there anything else that my viewers need to know about the action this person's likely to take towards them? Ten of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Wands, Hanged Man reversed, Pisces, the Chariot reversed, Cancer. Okay, just a heads up, be careful, because this person is in a difficult situation and there is something they've got to close the door on outside of this connection. And if they start to sense that you're opening the door again for them without them needing to address this other situation, they might get comfortable. They might start to think, okay, as long as I keep a careful balance going, great, I can avoid, you know, finding a new job. I can avoid leaving my husband, wife, or telling my parents to get out of my business. You know, I can avoid all of that. Just be switched on, I would say. Obviously, you know, engage with this person if you want to, have these conversations with them, but just make it clear whatever your personal boundaries are, you know them in your mind and stick to them. Because I feel this is someone who has genuinely good intentions. You know, they want to do things differently this time. They understand they've got to close something out to have a future with you, but at the same time it's not an easy thing to do. So they could get caught in this potentially comfortable place of balancing, and I kind of feel that's something you've already, you know, done and been through with this person. Even if it's not, if they start with that, it's going to be really hard to get out of it. You know, let's say 6 months down the line you're saying, okay, well, you said you were going to travel to be closer to me, you said you were going to leave that job, you said you were going to go through a divorce. The longer it's been, you know, that this balance has been going on, the more likely they're going to be to delay, make excuses, or just not do it, is what I feel. So yeah, just you know your boundaries. That's all you have to do, really, and just don't be flexible with them. Okay, so let's get some, or a rather, message of guidance and advice, and then we'll see what's going on with the pendulum. And when I say don't be flexible with your boundaries, I mean, obviously, you know, when we're dealing with another person in any kind of context, we have to come to a you know, conclusion, decision, situation that's mutually agreeable and beneficial. But I mean, like, your personal, you know, your personal boundaries, like, I need to be with someone who's not making me a third party, or I need to be with someone who lives within X many miles of my home, or, you know, like that sort of thing. Yeah, I think you get it. Okay, so can we have some guidance and advice, please? Okay, we have the number 15, and it says elixir of life. Whoops. Let's see what this says. Healing, consolidation, reinvigoration, and truth. A woman is leaning towards a deep red rose. She faces the flower with her eyes closed, concentrating on the lush bloom. She is receiving the sweet scent of nature and the energy of life. The wind rustles her hair, whispering the truths of the universe into her ears. She can hear her own breath mingling with the wind. Sitting quietly in nature by a stream or in a garden can help still our wandering mind and heal a troubled heart. Okay, so it could be time for rest, pulling back, healing. Interesting though, you know, I do feel like this healing, truth, reinvigoration does have a lot to do with, you know, what your person's wanting here as well, and potentially what they're bringing forward within this connection, if they can really bring themselves to just go for it, you know, say the things they know they need to say, that they want to say, not hold back. Okay, but this feels very peaceful, feels very, very healing, not like you need to go out there and do this and that and grab hold of life and strangle it, you know, like just relax. If you need a time out, give yourself permission to have that. Okay, so pendulum. Yeah, let's do the pendulum. I'm going to swing it 3 times, so you can ask 3 different questions. You can ask 1 question and add to it as we go, or rephrase it as we go. What I will say with the pendulum is this is more, I think, a bit of fun on the end, because it's quite limited. We can't get any nuance, and obviously it's more than one person asking here. So, you know, I would say see this bit more as some fun. Okay, so let's go. Let's have our first swing. So is it a yes or a no, please, for my viewers? Okay, so that's a no. So as I said, you can have a whole new question, rephrase, whatever you want to do. Okay, so let's do the second swing. Yes or a no, please. Oh, that's a yes. Okay, third swing. Yes or a no, please. A no. Okay, so no, yes, no. It did, just as I said that, I sort of did a swing towards, for me, the direction of a yes. So if you have conflicting answers, if that's confusing, as I said, just disregard it. My God, take it with a pinch of salt. But those were the responses: no, yes, no.